Welcome to the Live Tap Podcast, and today I have Draylon Starks tapping in with me. Welcome to the show, Dre.
What's going on? What's going on?
Not much, bro. How your day going so far?
It's going, had classes, just got out of class, chill day so far.
Tight. Can you tell me your major, class of graduation, and what sports you play?
So my major is business management.
Mm-hmm.
My graduation class 2025, I graduate this May, and I do swimming.
Tight. That boy graduate this May. Okay,
Tell me about it.
So we did sail this past. You could say summer. You could say.
Yeah.
How did you feel about the retreat this year?
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be real. The retreat was fun. It's hard to say. I enjoyed the sail navigators more this year, but the retreat where y'all was at when y'all was freshmen,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, that was more lit. But nah, this retreat was fun though. I ain't gonna lie, it was pretty chill.
Oh wait, cause it's not your first year being a
Nah,
navigator.
yeah,
Huh?
I was a navigator last year too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, cause that mug was lit. I low key wanted you to be my navigator. It was between you, Silas, Jessica, and I say Lou.
That's what I figured. I knew I was either gonna get you. Shout out my boy Alex. I knew I was gonna get either one of y'all, bro. But nah, I was happy with the people I got though.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Last year, I definitely did mess with the area for sure. More.
Nah, for sure. The only thing I wouldn't mess with was the sleeping arrangements. But the sleeping arrangements always been terrible though. I ain't gonna lie. It's no AC in there and all that.
No, bro. This year's it was the AC was I would take a shower and I'll still be sweating. I feel like I was sweating in the shower. I was taking cold showers too, and that's rare for me.
Bro, it was terrible. That's the only complaint I would have on that is the AC stuff. But other than that, it was pretty cool though.
Yeah. You had a little mishaps on the trip, on the little sail trip.
Nah. Cause did I tell you what happened though?
Nah,
bro. So you talking about the hiking?
The hiking thing.
Yeah. So all right. So it's me, Peeps, and two other sail people, right?
Yeah.
I already knew, I already had a bad feeling about it because before we even got on the trail, we already was getting lost. So I already had a bad feeling about it. So we call up it's the people of the retreat was at. We called them up and asked them how we start to get to the trail and stuff. And they basically told us how we get there, and we figured out how we get there. So we started off on the trail. The trail took about, I say, 20 to 30 minutes till we got to the end point. We get to the end point, people a little tired. We didn't bring as much water as we should have. And then so we chilling. We chill about 10 minutes.
Right.
We Peeps are y'all ready to go? I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to go because I'm ready to get back to the retreat. I ain't gonna lie. There's spiders everywhere. I grew up in the woods, but I don't do spiders. I can't do that. So we on the way back. I don't know what made us, but there was two different ways you can take on the way back. So Peeps was like, do y'all want to take the way till we can get to the cross, which is a faster route, right?
Yeah.
So we get to the split off and we take a right. So we're just we're moving. We get to somewhere where a tree fell and we're what the? And so we just climb over the tree.
Oh wow!
And then we walk in, we get back to the same exact tree. At this point, we're wait a minute, I swear we just seen this tree. And so Peeps hold on. So we look because they gave us a map. So Peep look at the map. We Peeps. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to Peeps. He can't read a map to save his life though. He can't read a map to save his life.
For those who tapping into the pod right now, Peeps is Coach Peoples, who is the athletic director for Piedmont.
Yeah. So at this point, I ain't gonna lie, I already knew it was lost, but I can't panic with the Voyagers with us.
Yeah.
So I'm I'm just letting Peeps do his thing because he the adult of this situation. So Peep, I ain't gonna lie, it's blurry now, but I remember we see another thing that it looks like a path, but there's trees everywhere. So Peep's all right, let's go there. So we walk in that path. Next thing you know, we ended up at a rock. It's funny because we ended up towards some rocks, but it was an amazing view. So I just thought it was part of another path.
Yeah.
And we keep going down. And once we kept going down, the path just ends. There's nowhere to go. There's nothing to do. And people we're in the woods, so there's no service. So
Yeah.
at this point, I'm like, we're cooked. Like, we don't know where we at. None of that. So I didn't have Inika's number at the time, but I had, he had group me and stuff, that the group stuff. So I hit her there. Thank God she hit me back like immediately. And I was basically like, yeah, we don't know where we at. Like, we're lost. I sent her my campus, like, stuff. Like, not campus.
Location?
Compass. Yeah, location. My fault. No, my fault. I'm tweaking. So at this time, Miss Lynn, shout out Miss Lynn. I love Miss Lynn to death.
Yeah, my dog.
I get Miss Lynn's number right before we go on a hike.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, let me hit Miss Lynn up because she was at the retreat still. So I hit Miss Lynn up and I was like, we're lost. Yeah, I hit Miss Lynn up first and I was like, we're lost. And I sent her my location and stuff. She get that back to Inika. Inika texts me on the group me.
Yeah.
And then I send it to her and then I get her number and like send my location and stuff. So Inika, man, I feel so bad for her because she was panicking. So Inika,
I know, brother. I was there.
Bro, she was. But like the thing was, like, I was chilling, Peace was chilling, and this one Voyager was chilling. But like one of these Voyagers was dehydrated. I felt bad for him too, but he was dehydrated, so he was like panicking and stuff. And so Inika hit the people up, like the retreat people. Mm-hmm. They hit their like neighbors, I guess it was, or something. Mm-hmm. Some old lady. She was nice. I ain't gonna lie, she was nice. So some old lady, they hit her up and it was like, because we was on her yard, and she was like, and she came and found us. So like we was out there for about, at that rock space, probably about 15 minutes. I ain't gonna lie, I took a nap. I ain't gonna lie, I was exhausted.
A nap on the train?
Bro, I ain't gonna.
Yo, gay, that's crazy.
I ain't gonna lie, I was exhausted. You know, nigga getting old, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I could take a nap anywhere. So I took a nap, and like I hear like this voice that say like, "Hello, is anybody there?" I'm thinking it's a dream. You know what I'm saying? That's how much I was chilling. I'm thinking this is a dream, like, and so like I wake up and I'm like, I hear something, and like, and she said it again. And it's like, "Hello, is anyone there?" And we waved her down.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna try to paint the picture as best as I can for you. So we're on the rocks.
Yeah.
There's a steep hill.
Yeah.
And she's on the other side, basically.
Oh. Snap.
So we had to go down this steep hill, climb through bushes and trees just to get to her. So we finally get to her. We walk by probably like 10 minutes back to her place. And once we get back there, Inika was there waiting on us. Yeah, and all that. But Inika like telling me like when she seen us, she cried. I ain't gonna lie, I felt bad, bruh. But we got a little lost.
You want me to tell a story from my point of view?
Your point of view. Yeah.
Okay,
tell
cool.
Your point of view.
So boom, like, because we talked before.
Yeah, right before.
We were the only navigators in our cabin. Yeah. And I was like, I'm about to go to the pool. And he was like, I was like, you going on the hike today? He was like, yeah, I'm going to go to the hike. I said, bro, you tripping, bro. I told you. I said, bro, like, we different kinds of people. We don't go on hikes, bro.
Right.
So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, well, I'll just see you when you get back. So, because you said you were going to the pool. All right, cool. Yeah, everybody in the pool this day, too. Because everybody went on the trail the day before. So I was like, how y'all get lost?
That's what I didn't figure. I'm like, peeps, y'all literally just went on this the day before. So how do we get lost? I don't know. It was some tweaky stuff.
So boom, like 3 hours go by. We was all in the pool playing like football and stuff. 3 hours go by, and I was like, damn, where this dude Draylon at, bro? So I text you. I don't know if you got it though. I'll text you. I was like, bro, you at, bro? Y'all still on the trail? And then like I get out the pool, and then like everybody like running around camp. I'm like, what's going on? They're like, yo, the hikers got lost. I said, dang, bro. So it's lunchtime or whatever, or dinner, one of the two.
I think it was dinner.
Yeah, I think it was dinner. Mm-hmm. Bro, everybody in that mug panicking and stuff. And I forgot who. It was one of the older people, though. They was like, yo, let's pray for the hikers, do the moment of silence because, like, we can't find them. We haven't found them for hours, so we don't know what's going on. We might not see them. I'm like, all right, bro. I'm like, damn. I'm like, all right. So y'all pray or whatever. And then when they heard y'all finally, like, got contact with y'all, like, everybody in their mud just, like, go in uproar. Y'all think, like we really saved y'all or whatever, but...
Yeah. I mean, it was definitely a crazy experience.
Inika was definitely tripping out, though.
Yeah, I felt bad.
All of them looked nervous.
I felt bad. No, we was chilling, though. That's the thing. There was no moment where I was panicking, like, not one. Because only time I'm going to say where I would ever got close to panicking is if it was, like, 7:30, it's starting to get dark.
I ain't gonna lie, it was starting to get a little dark though.
Yeah, that's the only time I was like a little panicking. But other than that, I wasn't even really tripping for real.
Yeah, bro, that was a crazy story, man.
Yeah.
But on to the sports questions. How do you juggle the student athlete lifestyle?
You know, I think it just come with time, honestly. You know, freshman year, compare freshman year to this year, definitely a lot different. Freshman year, I ain't gonna lie, I like almost messed around and like basically failed out just because my time management was not there. So like, cause like a lot don't change though from like with the swimming, like the time and stuff. So freshman year, we would have these things called doubles where we practice 2 times a day.
Yeah.
So boom, I will wake up, I'll go to class for about 3 hours, give or take, leave class. Once I leave class, I got like an hour worth of homework to do. And then after that, it's straight to the pool. Then we swim from about 2:30 to 4. And then I leave the pool. At this point, I'm hungry. So, you know, calf open up at 4:30. Yeah. So I hit the calf, stay there for about 30, 45 minutes. We leave about 5:30. So at this time, 5:30 hits. You know, I'm young, you know. So I want to play video games, hang out with friends, all that.
Yeah.
So, boom, like that's probably like an hour. And then we hit the pool back up at 7. We get out at 9. At that time, it's time to go to bed. So, you know, it's a lot to juggle. It's still like that a little bit, except for we only have 1 practice a day now. So, but it's a lot to juggle between being a student and then being a collegiate athlete, you know.
Yeah. Where do y'all be practicing at though? Cause I ain't no pool here at Piedmont.
Yeah. In Clarksville at the Habersham facility, or like you know where?
Yeah, we talking about where we played racquetball one time.
Yeah,
like around there. Okay.
Yeah, right there. Yeah. That's where we practiced at.
Did you always want to play swimming or like do swimming?
Nah. All right, so here's the thing. So, you know, used to be a basketball player. I used to be.
Stop, bro.
Bro, I used to be like raw at basketball. Like I'm all right now. Like I took some time off, but I used to be like raw at basketball. And so in middle school, I got injured. I broke my ankle, and then that was 7th grade year. Yeah, 7th grade. And so 8th grade comes around. I go to tryouts for the team. You know, tryouts is tryouts, but like once you like that person, you basically on the team already. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm basically on the team. All I gotta do is make it through tryouts. Are we doing 3-2-2-1? So I'm on a 2-1 right now. I'm on the defense.
Okay.
This dude comes, try to do a layup. I try to go, reject it. I'm trying to show out. I ain't gonna lie. So I calm down on his foot, and I like feel my ankle twist, and I'm like, bro, this can't be happening again. So I ain't gonna lie. I thugged out the rest of the tryouts, just based off of drilling, and that's all that was. I go home. I'm laying in bed. I get out of bed. I can't walk. I ain't gonna lie. I was cooked.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. That same thing happened to me in high school
For
my
real?
senior year,
Bro.
Yes, bro. So I was in a workout though. I was prepping for the season. I had a trainer or whatever, and I was training with other people. This dude, like this big, but I was on the other side. I was laying the ball up. So I was trying to lay the ball up on this, like, I'd probably say he like 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah.
He a big though.
Yeah.
And I come down on his foot and I fall. But when I try to get up though, like, I just feel hella pain.
Yeah.
I feel hella pain, bro. So I fall right back down.
That's the most pain I ever felt in my life, bro.
And then like later in the day, like, take me to the hospital. Bro, I haven't took my shoe off, sock off. I haven't even looked at it, bro. Bro, my John was like, was fat, bro. Like, that was about fat as my fist, bro.
That's how I knew I was cooked too, bro. Cause like you said, I ain't taking my shoe off or nothing. So when I got out of bed and I couldn't walk, I took it off. I mean, fat. Yeah, bro. Fat, and I was like, shit happened. So yeah, boom. Mom took me to the hospital. They tell me, you broke it. Boom, boom. So at this point, it's my second time breaking it within less than a year.
Same foot?
Same foot.
Oh, that's crazy.
Less than a year. So they're like, basically like, all right, you got to know basic procedures, being a boot, all that, by PT. But they said next time, if you do it a third time, you got to get surgery on it. And I'm, 8th grade, about 13, 14.
Yeah.
I hear surgery. I'm like, I can't go through surgery. Also, my mom was like, either you gonna stick to basketball, and within this time, I was doing swim classes, and my teacher was like, you'd be good on a swim team. So she was like, either you stick to basketball, or you join a swim team at my high school that I was gonna go to on the next year. So I was like, all right, I ain't trying to have surgery, so I'm like, boom, let me just go try swimming, right? So high school comes, I go try swimming out. I'm not gonna lie, 2 weeks into practice, cause as a kid you swim at pools and stuff like as a kid.
YMCA.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, like, but that compared to competitive swim, them are two completely different things. So I'm thinking I'm just about to go in here, it's about to be nothing.
About to be a breeze.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
2 weeks in, I'm dying every single day. I mean, muscles sore. I mean, back hurts. I mean, I was like, I ain't gonna make it. But I ended up thugging it out. I ain't gonna lie, ended up loving it too. Like, I ended up loving swimming in high school. Like, those some fun times. You don't think like swimming be fun times, but those some fun times in high school.
It wasn't fun for me. I still can't swim to this day, bro. I don't even know how you do
I don't
it.
know, bro. Like, that's how I look, bro. Everybody can swim, bro. As long as you stay patient and, bro, like, chill out in the pool, bro. Everybody can swim. Everybody can swim, Danny. I promise you.
I'm one of them rare breeds, brother. One of them 0.0001%, because I can't swim for none. I could like float, stand up in the water.
I mean, yeah, your body can naturally float,
yeah.
though. So, yeah. But, yeah, so, boom, like, senior year comes. I'm thinking, season over, I don't even want to swim in college. That's what my intention. I don't even want to swim in college. Like, I don't want to do this no more, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So spring break coming senior year, I go on college visits. I visit Piedmont, I visit West Georgia and Reinhardt.
Yeah.
So one of my coaches, my fault. One of my coach's daughter got offered she don't go here no more, but we don't gotta get into that. But one of my coach's daughter, she got an offer to swim here, and my coach told me, the coach that here now, Coach Teddy, shout out Coach Teddy, he was looking for a guy swimmer because it was a new program, you know what I'm saying? So she was like, I can put in like a word, and I was like, I mean, I'm already looking at Piedmont. Piedmont was like basically already my number one option and stuff. So I was like, I might as well just, give it a try. So I was like, yeah, go ahead. So I get like a week go by. Coach Teddy hit me up and was like, I would love for you to come swim for this program. Come meet with us and like, give me like all that takes. So yeah, and that's how I ended up here and stuff.
That's crazy. I was just about to ask you like what made you come to Piedmont to play swimming, but I mean you answered it for me.
Yeah,
so
basically, yeah.
How did you feel you did last year, and what do you hope to improve on this year as a swimmer?
Yeah, so last year, junior year, I don't know. I think junior year was my, like swimming wise, I think it was one of my like, not so my best years, but like,
Understandable.
But I still got a year left. I don't know. I feel very good though right now, like with like being in shape and stuff right now.
Yeah.
I feel very good with swimming. I'm liking where it's going right now, but yeah, I don't know. Junior year, it was like like I was putting up like the same numbers, but like I didn't reach my expectations, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you didn't reach your goals for that year.
Yeah, exactly. So with swimming, at least,
Well, double backing off that question, what goals do you have for this year that you want to reach this year?
We won a conference last year, so I definitely want. I thought that was loud, but I definitely want another conference ring. Hey, I wish I would have brought my conference, but they look nice still. I want another conference ring. I like the PR in my times, my fly, my free. I may even do IM this year. If you don't know what that is, it's like every like stroke. It's basically every stroke,
Yeah.
Yeah. So I wanna prove my time in that too.
Okay.
I don't got like specific times and stuff. Like I don't get like too deep into that. But as long as I do better than what I was before, or like what I was like my best at, that's a success to me.
Can you give me a day in the life as a swimmer competition on a competition day though?
Okay, all right. So this is you asking like a weight meet, or like it could be either or.
Y'all got home? Here?
Yeah, like Tallulah. You know where Tallulah at, don't you?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's where our homie at.
Shoot, you could do home then.
Home. All right, so boom. So our time, we usually start swimming. I give or take. It's in the afternoon. So boom. All right. So I wake up. I usually wake up 9 o'clock ish. I go get some breakfast because swimming on an empty stomach,
That's crazy,
that
bro. I
is
ain't gonna lie to you.
that is not a fun experience. So I go get breakfast. Usually either on meat day, I don't go to the cafe, ain't gonna lie, because it'll just mess up my stomach. So I usually go like Chick-fil-A or something around there. All right,
Can't
boom.
go wrong with that, bro.
Can't never go wrong with Chick-fil-A. After that, I go get my stuff ready for the meet, like my towels, jammers, etc. And then by this time, it's maybe like 12-ish, 12:30-ish.
Mm.
I usually chill. It ain't nothing too deep. I usually just chill, maybe get a snack or something. And then I'm out the door by like, give or take like 1-ish. Then we head up to Tallulah, which is about a 15-minute drive. Get to Tallulah. We usually chill. I'm usually like locking in, putting my headphones, not talking to anybody, trying to lock in and stuff. We get in the pool, probably like give or take 1:30-ish, 2 o'clock-ish. Depends when the meet is.
Yeah.
We warm up, boom, get out of the pool. I go dry off. Usually the meet starts maybe 30 minutes after a warm up. And then swim my events. Usually before every one of my events, though, I go like warm up again because 30 minutes before, 30 minutes like before, 30 minutes like before like the meet start. Like at that time, I'll be cool down and stuff. Yeah. So like usually I just go warm up. I usually work on my turns and usually my turn and my stroke because I do I do sprints and like freestyling and stuff. So with that, I ain't gonna lie, it's crazy to think about, but like with your turns. If you know what a flip turn is?
Yeah.
Yeah, with your flip turns, if you mess up your flip turns, I ain't gonna lie, your time is cooked. It's cooked. It's crazy to think about, but it's cooked. So I usually work on that and stuff, and then, go swim. Boom. After that, get out, go try to cool down or like, catch my breath because the thing is, high school compared to college, high school, there's like, I swear there's like maybe like 20 teams there, so each event takes like at least 5 minutes. With college, it's 2-3 teams there, so everything is boom, 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 boom. Quick. So you can get out of the water. 5 minutes later, you damn near back in the water with another race. You know what I'm saying? So I get out of the water, try to catch my breath, get ready for my next event, and then boom, meets get over by then. Coach have his little talk with us, tell us how we did. Boom, 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 all that. Head back to the dorms. Get back to the dorm, shower. Usually it meets on Saturdays, but I ain't gonna lie. After that, we get back to the dorm, shower. I ain't gonna lie, it's time to go out there, and I ain't gonna lie. We gotta celebrate, but yeah, that's usually a day in the life of a home meet. Yeah. Away meet's different, but that's usually a day of life in a home meet.
So you're a senior, y'all. Well, I know. Yeah. Everybody listening knows. Y'all be having senior night as swimmers?
Yeah. We just like I was telling you, the program's new, so we just had our first graduating class. Because the program didn't start till a year. No. Yeah, my fault. A year before I got here.
Okay.
So we didn't have our first senior night till last year, actually. So, yeah, it's senior nights. It reminds me of, like, just basically high school, call their names, give you what major they is, what they want to do in the future, blase.
How you going to feel about that, though, on senior night? Be a little emotional?
Nah. I'll never be sad because I'm leaving. If anything, I won't be sad because I'm leaving, like, swimming. If anything, I'll be sad because I'm leaving Piedmont. So you'll see me more emotional on graduation than you would see me senior night.
Yeah, that's real. Because I forgot to ask Jessica when I interviewed her last week on the pod.
Jessica is a senior, too.
Yeah, she just had her senior night.
For real?
Yeah, I was there.
Oh, dang.
She wasn't as emotional as I thought she was, but she was emotional more after the game.
I
seen her after the game. She was more emotional than
Yeah, I feel. Yeah, I say that and then watch me. Nah. I ain't gonna be emotional.
On to the mental side questions. Do you feel like mental health is important in the sports world?
Yes. Yes, 100%, man. If you're not mentally there, you're not gonna perform at your best. I'm telling you, man. Yeah, bro. Some days, I swear, bro. Sometimes, like, Cause like I don't know if you heard like at Cell you heard Noah story.
Hutch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's some real life stuff, bro. There's some days, bro, you be like ready to like crash out. And some days you just need a mental day. And, I don't took mental days before I swim, like where I just couldn't go just because, I'm not mentally there or like prepared to swim. But yeah, it's 100% like mental state. It's got to be right, especially with like trying to do your best at a sport,
Yeah. Has there been a moment throughout your sports career where your mental health was affected by your sport? If so, how did it impact you?
Yeah, I would say freshman year for sure. New environment, you know, new people meeting. I've been the kid where I wouldn't call myself I was homesick, but like I was missing home. That was like messing me up like in the head. Like I'm like thinking like getting insecure and stuff about like just weird stuff. I don't know, and I wasn't like mentally up there, so like I feel like I don't know if you ever feel like you like sometimes feel yourself to that point where you about to like just lose it on somebody.
It was probably in game for me though. It was probably my junior year.
Yeah, because basketball do get like that. Swimming is a little different though. It ain't really, excuse my language, it ain't really shit talking in swimming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's a little, but like it ain't like no basketball. Like
Yeah.
But like yeah, like I feel like I was like just cause like taking stuff to the heart. So I basically like hit coach up and was like, I need like a couple of days off, just to like get my headspace right, because a lot was going on and stuff. So, and he was understanding about it. Which shout out to coach, he was understanding about it. So yeah, there was other than freshman year. I've been all right, other than freshman year for sure.
That's good. 'Cause I was gonna actually ask, how did you overcome that adversity during your freshman year?
Oh yeah, I don't. How did I overcome it?
If you did.
I know, probably just talking to people and stuff. Like, cause I'm the type where like if I feel like I'm not there, usually talking it out to people.
Yeah.
It usually helped me out. Just talking it out to friends, close friends, family. People like that. It helped me out overcome it, and I was back right within like a week. Realized the reason I was here.
That's what's up, bro.
Yeah.
Do you think your sport has shaped or helped you grow as a person?
Yeah, with time management, I would say, especially.
Everybody be saying time management,
bro.
Everybody says time management.
It's some real stuff. Like you're basically on a schedule with like a sport. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I said, like give you a day in the life for like the meet. I give you a day in the life for like my day, like, cause like you just you wake up, you gotta like know how to like navigate to where you can get everything. Cause there's only so much time in a day, man. There's only so much. Hours in a day. My fault. So you gotta like learn how like to navigate, like do like certain things to make sure like you get everything done before practice comes. Time management for sure. Yeah, I would say that's probably the most it helped me out.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like even if you're not an athlete, like coming into my freshman year last year, like time management for the first couple of months was definitely something I was struggling with. Like it wasn't really affecting me in class, but like I would be up to like 1 in the morning with my friends.
You know what I'm saying?
And then like I have like a 9:30 in the morning. I'd be dead tired.
Yeah, bro. That's just college in general, though, man. Time management's a big thing.
On to the burning questions now, though. These like little quick questions. Did you have any other offers outside of Piedmont?
Like for swimming or? I had
yeah, offers for other sports.
No, I ain't that raw. I ain't that raw, but nah. I did it. No.
Okay. Say you're coming back from a long road trip, and y'all coach say y'all got sprints when y'all get back, but didn't give you a reason as of why. What or who do you think the reason would be for?
Like you want me to name drop? Like what you mean?
Like y'all coming from a road trip, right?
Right.
Because I know all the swimmers be riding back together.
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all come back from a road trip, and like Coach Teddy be like, when we get back on this campus, y'all got sprints.
Right.
But don't give y'all like no reason why. Like
right.
Or like say like Leo be like, why we got sprints, coach?
Yeah.
And he be like, they know, or Because of this reason. But don't tell y'all for real.
What would I think be the reason?
Yeah, or who?
Who
Who or what?
Oh man. The reason I would say probably, I wouldn't say because we didn't like do our best, but like somebody did something out of pocket, like not like if we go like from a road trip and somebody like do some like wild stuff like in a hotel, it's like say or like at the pool. I ain't gonna lie, I can see that. Who?
I know you got somebody, bro, because y'all boys wild over there.
Nah, we
to y'all.
Probably I ain't gonna give a specific name, but I give a specific group.
Yeah.
So the sophomores of the team, the people that was freshmen with the sophomore, they probably we be doing some wild stuff.
I know, bro. I be hearing. I be hearing, bro.
We be doing something.
Well, if you do got a story, like, can it like tell me an appropriate story, nothing too crazy.
That's the thing we be doing. I don't even think I have an appropriate story. I got stories. I got stories. But
I know.
An appropriate story. I don't know if I got one of those that I can tell on the pod though. You know what I'm saying?
Or we could just
we be just say like we get like noisy and stuff. Late night. But I can't tell you.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, we get noisy
late
night.
UFC stuff, bro.
And coach, come knocking on the door and stuff. Quiet down. That's the reason I can say. And it's ain't gonna lie, it be the sophomores of this year, but last year they were freshmen. It was the freshmen.
My class, basically.
Yeah, your class.
All right,
be
bro.
on some wild stuff. I thought we was on wild stuff. My freshman year, y'all be on some wild stuff.
I mean, our whole class though, like you can't even. Our whole class last year we definitely showed out for sure.
For sure, y'all some lit though. Y'all lit though, but y'all,
for sure.
Y'all showed out for sure.
We definitely be getting to it, but
these little YNs this year though, I don't know how to feel about these YNs this year. I don't know how to feel about them.
Them boys wild, man.
Yeah, they be wild for real.
Who's the most wild or funny person on the team, and do you have an appropriate story?
Wild and funniest person on the team. Everybody, got a role on the team when it comes to that,
Yeah.
Wild and funniest person on the team.
Or funniest.
Or funnier, yeah. I don't know. I'll probably have to say my roommate, Kyle, bro. Shout out to Kyle, bro. I love that boy.
Kyle be having his days where he be having me cracking up, bro.
Yeah, I love that boy. Probably Kyle. Kyle the most outrageous, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, outrageous. It takes a lot to get used to Kyle, though. But once you get used to him, that's a funny boy. Appropriate. Bro, like, that's the thing, bro. I tell you these, like, stories about these swimmers, bro. They be doing some crazy stuff, bro. I'll say the funniest because road trips,
Yeah.
We be having 3, 4 hour, 5, 6 hour road trips.
Oh, that's crazy. 6 hours.
And, we be on a bus, in the back, it get loud. They be talking about some wild stuff. They got this boy, Garrett.
Yeah.
You know Garrett?
Yeah.
He be getting kind of like I mess with Garrett heavy, but he be getting it to work. I don't be sitting in the back though on the bus, because my girl she sit in the front, so I gotta sit with my girl and stuff.
Yeah.
But I be hearing them, they be saying some wild stuff. Yeah. I'll say probably Cal, but us two together, I ain't gonna lie, that's a crazy duo, man.
Bro, I'm already knowing, bro. I be with y'all sometimes.
That's a crazy duo.
Who's your favorite music artist?
Right now, Rod Wave.
Right.
You just gotta listen to what he's saying. People be like, he just makes sad music and stuff, blase. Cause
that's all he do, bro.
It's not sad. It's more so like relatable. You know what I'm saying? If you just listen to what he say, damn, I swear, bro.
I ain't gonna lie though. Like my favorite song by him is probably Turks and Caicos, featuring 21.
I know what you talking, bro. I ain't gonna. I'm gonna have to give y'all. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Turks and Cake, it's a hype song, but that is nowhere near his best song. You gotta listen to if y'all like listening right now, tune in. You gotta listen to Street Runner, bro, or just go listen to his whole new album. I swear, bro. It's
the new album.
Yeah.
I hadn't even heard it, but I heard it was like. Well, I've been hearing mixed reviews on TikTok. Like,
really?
Some people been saying it's fire. Some people been saying it's mid.
Nah, in my opinion, Last Lap is that's his best one. I ain't gonna lie by far. I'm supposed to be going to see him though, December 6th in South Carolina. So that should.
Oh, you going to this concert?
Yeah, that should be.
Oh, that's a real fan, bro.
That should be. Wait, who your favorite rapper?
My favorite rapper?
Well, no, I mean artist. My fault, artist.
Man, I don't really know, bro. All my favorite artists really been getting.
Yeah,
in the pen,
boy,
bro.
they taking them. I
They
mean,
getting them, bro. Lil
quick.
Durk, bro. This guy.
Quick, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Lil Durk not even my favorite rapper, bro. But like, I'm like,
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie,
bro.
Lil Durk, like that's a Rico. I ain't gonna lie, he's done.
They took Pooh.
Yeah, Pooh been going for a while.
I know.
Yeah,
They just took YB. Like,
yeah, that's my second favorite, but you know he ain't really dropping right now.
I ain't
know
gonna
what I'm
lie,
saying?
bro.
He
Like,
locked up.
they taking all the good rappers, bro. I'm about to be listening to Backstreet rappers in a minute, bro. Lil Ron 3000 or something.
Wait, you listen to Big X?
The Plug?
Yeah,
The Texas guy?
yeah.
Yeah,
I just started listening to him. I ain't gonna lie. He
he
pretty
alright,
dope
man.
to me. He pretty dope to me.
He ain't really all that to me. My favorite rapper as of now, though, I probably gotta say Boss Man, though.
That's
He been
fair.
going crazy.
That's fair.
He-
Boss. Shout out Boss Man.
I can't
bro.
wait till he drop his album in a couple
Boss Man.
couple months, man.
Boss
Couple
Man,
weeks.
they going crazy for sure. For
Yeah,
sure.
my favorite song by him is probably between PJ featuring Lil Baby, or Sports Center.
Okay. Yeah, for sure.
If you could travel anywhere in the world, where you traveling to?
Japan.
That boy said that quick.
Japan.
Everybody used to be thinking on that for a minute. I said Belize.
Oh, okay. Why?
I don't know, bro. It's just everybody know, like, at least that's tapping on the pod. I be on TikTok a lot,
Yeah.
and I be seeing like little videos. I be scrolling, and it be like Belize, and it show pictures and pictures and pictures. Like, it's a nice.
That's another, the Japan just it look nice out there. It look, and I ain't even like that big of an anime because people usually say like
Yeah,
Japan
me neither.
anime, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm not that big on anime, but just it look nice out there. So I definitely.
Japan tough though. I low key want to go like to like Chinatown. Though. Is that in Japan or? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. Only Chinatown I know is New York. I ain't gonna hold you.
This dude.
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie. New York lit though. I was
Bro,
out there.
for real? When?
It was like 2 years ago though. I was there for like 3-4 days on the way over because I was going to Africa.
Oh, okay.
So we let over.
That
New
boy
York.
be traveling, no? That boy be traveling.
Hey, bro.
Yeah, I just went to New York this time. New York lit, bro. I'm supposed to be going back December 8th.
Real.
Yeah.
What was your favorite part though? Like favorite spot? I know you went to like basically everywhere. Harlem. Did you went to Harlem?
Nah, I went through Harlem. I didn't get to Harlem though, but Harlem looked lit though.
I mess with Manhattan for sure.
Nah, Manhattan crazy, but Manhattan for sure lit. Though.
Yeah, it's
For
always
sure
popping over
lit,
there.
Always. I mean, they don't sleep there, bro, at
Nah,
all.
bro.
They don't sleep there.
If you go into a gas station for snacks, what you walking out with?
Whew.
So you got 2-3 items you walking out with. What you walking out with?
Oh, let me think. I'm a real black boy. All right, I know I'm walking out with the spicy nachos Doritos.
Oh heck no, bro! You messing up already.
Bro, come on, this. All right.
My fault. Go ahead.
I
ain't gonna judge. That's kind of crazy.
I get the blue bag of Skittles, the blue ones.
Oh yeah,
the
for
blue
sure.
bag. And
Tropicals.
Yeah,
for sure.
You already know. Then I'm gonna walk out with probably like a 32-ounce Powerade. It don't matter the flavor for real.
Yeah, cause I remember Riley told me she was walking out with a Dr. Pepper and some Nerd clusters. I don't know what people like about Dr. Pepper, bro.
Bro, I don't drink sodas though. I
either.
I haven't drunk a soda since freshman year of high school.
I haven't drunk a soda since middle school, bro.
You see what I'm saying? I don't drink sodas. So.
Messing my stomach up. It hurt my nose when I burped, bro.
Yeah, bro.
you know, bro. Homie.
Yes, bro. It be hurting my nose when I burp. I don't drink sodas. I can't.
Yeah, bro. I was like, yeah, that's done. But if you're stranded on an island, what 3 things you making sure you got with you?
See, bro, I hate like when people get like super technical. Like I bring a 32-inch TV. I probably bring my phone, a phone charger. Third item. I don't even know, bro. As long as I got my phone and my phone charger, I ain't gonna not bring my AirPods low key, bro.
You're not gonna survive.
We gonna have a good. Oh. Nah. Hold on. I just bring water. I can find food on my own. I ain't really tripping about food, and I bring water.
Yo, gang, Yeah, you killing me with the answers, bro. He said a phone charger. Yo, cause Riley, when I interviewed her, she was on some Survivor type tactics. So she was talking about like a big knife, a pot to boil water, and she said a big jug of water. I was like, oh, cause she was talking about a knife to like go kill fish and stuff. Yeah.
That's the thing though. Like I feel like, bro, life or death, bro. I'm gonna find my way to get some food, bro. I'm not really tweaking on like getting food. That water aspect, yeah, I can understand. I bring a big jug of water, but I ain't tripping on like getting food, bro.
Yeah. This probably my last question for the pod, bro.
All right.
If you could look back and give your younger self advice, what would it be?
I do know, because I don't thought of this question before. I really have. I don't thought it. I would say, okay. I would say, take life. Don't take nothing for granted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bro, because life can be going like this. I don't have a good life. But looking back at some of the stuff I did when I was younger, bro, I'm like, bro, you a dummy for real, bro. Like, you a dummy. So I would say, just don't take life for granted. And just you can do anything you put your mind to, bro. You can do anything you put your mind to, for real. So just, go chase your dreams, man. Go chase your dreams, man. Honestly.
Yeah, bro. That's real. I ain't gonna lie to you, because, the advice I would have gave my younger self is, just stay grounded, be humble.
No, facts.
Don't ever get too high. Don't ever get too low. Life come with plenty of surprises. Like you said, it's a roller coaster. So
you gotta take 1,000 L's before you get 1 W, bro.
For real, bro. I was just contemplating this question because when I started making these questions for people I'm gonna invite on the pod, I was like, my last question is always gonna be, if you could look back and give your younger self advice.
Nah, that's real. That's real, though.
But Dre, bro, I appreciate you coming on the pod, bro.
Appreciate you having me.
You my dog, bro. I had to get you on.
Yes, sir.
But before I end the podcast, bro, I always go out on a Let's Be Great Today. I started it at sale for the Voyagers, but I've just been saying it ever since we got back. So if we could hear a Let's Be Great Today from you before I end the pod type,
all right. Let's be great today.
Yes, sir. All right, Live Tap family. I'll be back tomorrow. I will be interviewing Piedmont basketball player Alexi Girard. Again, let's be great today.
Let's go.